Hello, y'all. Good morning. Let me take off these headphones real quick and then plug in my phone to the charger. All right. I just got done cleaning up my place a little bit. So I got a little chance to sit down and talk a little bit. Happy Friday to you guys. Much love to y'all. Sending out love to everybody. Uh, because when you send out love, you receive it back. Okay. I had to come out here and vent a little bit. There are so many people that, well, you know what? I'm not even going to start off the discussion like that because honestly, let me just say this. I have an ex client who was actually an op that came from one of my haters stalking me on here. And some of the things that she is saying or alleging, I wanted to come on here and address because this is my bread and butter. This is how I feed my family. I don't come on here and roast people and beg for donations. Um, ask any of my clients. I provide a very quality spiritual service to people, and I've been in business for over a decade, globally doing work for people, teaching magic as well, teaching shamanism now. Okay. So I've already made a name for myself that she can't never take away. Okay. But I wanted to come on here and address some stuff about that. This chick, she is one of those cases of someone, she's very ghetto. Okay, first of all, she's very, very ghetto. Um, and I have clients that, you know, I got knock them down, drag them clients. Some of my sisters will beat your ass. Okay, and I love them to pieces. Okay, so but she's ghetto to the point where she doesn't have the ability to learn and apply herself. And so what ended up happening is that she came to me an entire op, an entire fraud. And but when I did the work for her, she was shocked that when I had done a cleanse for her, I actually healed her breathing problem. Even though I did that, she still wanted to keep me close to her so that she could carry out her agenda. I cut her off at the head before that because I noticed some stuff about her. And instead of her moving on with her life, she decides, because I don't know, for me, being able to breathe is very important. For me, right? Because if I fix a breathing problem, that means that I healed something within your heart, right? And maybe even your lungs. She a whole op been stalking me for 3 years. She's running around the internet trying to speak about my business as if I run it under the guise of please help me, or like I do what I do under the guise of, how do I put this, under the guise of donate to me, I want donations or something like that. You know how some of these people on here are. And I'm not talking about the serious vloggers that have patrons and stuff like that. I'm talking about specifically this stupid group of people who don't know how to bow out and just leave YouTube and take their embarrassment with them. Okay. So my business is not ran off of me. You know what I'm saying? I would expand my advertising. Like if I felt like for example, today I'm gonna go on Fiverr and do some advertising for my channel and for YouTube. Um, yes, I do run flash sales. They're very useful. It is very smart marketing. In fact, guys, make sure, and I haven't updated the website yet. I apologize. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off of here. I've actually been very busy since I put out the new flash sale, so I might extend it for an hour or two. Okay. But I'm going to update the website with the prices. And it's real easy to update my website, so it ain't that big of a deal. But you guys can actually cash at me for a 30-minute reading for only 20. And if you want an hour, you can cash at me for 40 for an authentic psychic reading. Okay. I'm not on here prostituting. Um, when you pay me for a reading, you're getting a reading because that's another thing. You know, I believe that she's a sex worker, and I've actually had sex workers as clients before, and they've never behaved this way. Okay. So this ain't no dig at sex workers, but she can't even register in her brain, or at least she's just pretending, because at the end of the day, she knows that I healed her. My business is not really set up with need like that. Like, so here's what I want to talk about, because she's been going around for years telling this lie. And yes, there are times that I have people in my circle, I have close friends, especially a lot of my close friends that are sisters of mine, with as far as like the left hand path. Um, if I have an emergency, they're going to be there for me. Okay, they're going to be there for me. That's just like I got a client local here. She is my rock right now. Like I love her so freaking much. And if I ever need her, she's gonna be there for me. She gonna be cussing sometime because she be like, God damn it, Jamila, you know what I'm saying? But she'll still be there for me, and like she's so awesome. Like she's gonna be blessed forever. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just beautiful. And so because you guys know that what I've been dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And so it's funny how people like her try to challenge us witches when and try to act like we are just totally immune, or we're once I get my mother's money, I'm gonna be cool for real because I'll have money in savings, and they hate that and they want to stop that. But if they try to stop that, they gonna lose a limb. Okay. um but there was a time when us witches were hung, we were beaten, we were burned at the stake. So nobody was expecting a witch to stop that. We couldn't stop that, right? So witches are not necessarily, I mean, we've evolved throughout the generations. Okay. And we've made a lot of strides forward. Okay. But when they challenge witches and say, oh, you can't shut me up, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Lady, there was times when witches would get hung and burned at the stake. So I was a witch that went through the fire several times in my lifetimes. Okay. So, I'm far too wise to fall for that and to start developing imposter syndrome or something like that. But the way that she tries to speak about me is a total lie. And she wonders why she's so miserable every day. Right. So I would give her a lot of discounted work. And I don't have to prove it. Just recently, I did some work for her that I think I'm going to reverse because she didn't pay me for it. Think I'm gonna do that. I just thought about that. I'm not gonna release screenshots of it and stuff to prove it. I'm not gonna. I don't have to do that. But what she would do is she would get in my circles and they get mad because she's mad because she can't get in my circle. She's mad about that. Okay. That makes her very angry that other people are able to do that, but she has no power. Uh, you know, honestly, so don't think that she can just like come in and, some people be thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? None of my clients, but people be thinking too much. Anywho, so she tried to speak about me. Like, I can't exactly remember how long I stayed friends with her. I know that it had to have been less than 3 months, though. It had to have been. Within that 3 months, she kept calling me and getting me to do free to cheap spells for her. Okay. And it was like, oh, girl, like you my sister or whatever. And I have seen people, I think they're cleaning the hallway out there, y'all. Sorry for the noise. I have seen people go through that with people that just kind of like cozy up to witches because they know that our spells work and they just kind of befriend us just so that they can use us, right? Like I've heard of that happening, and she's an example of that. So basically, the real story about it is that she tried to use me. And then also, she tried to get over and get off because she's very perverted. She tried to act like she was my master. Like I was, like, how sometimes when you help people, okay, let's put it like this. There are some people that will take advantage of nice people. And I was basically being nice to her, and she decided to take that for weakness. Okay. So she would call me, oh my God, my husband beat me up, girl. And oh my God, this is happening, girl. And oh my God, I need some help, girl. And so you know what I would do? I would have her send me like $30 here, because I knew she didn't have the money to, you know what I'm saying? Her story that she's now telling in social media 4 years later is that I was begging her for money. This is her story. When literally it was her begging me for help, and then me not necessarily charging her because at the time I kind of got bamboozled and hoodwinked into thinking that she was actually my friend. Okay, her and another girl that I was kicking it with both of them. This is stuff that we've already spoke about and talked about for years and years and years. You can tell that she was with that sector for years, even before she met me. You could tell because what they do is they say things over and over again that's a lie that they think is going to all of a sudden make it the truth. But in reality, she was getting basically free spell work. And like for example, hold on, y'all. For example, one of them I helped to get a house. And I had proof of that, like through testimonials. Like if you come to me and you say, oh my God, Jamila, the spell really worked, or the ritual that you did really worked, girl, your group really worked. And, and that's what they would do. But then when they got into that group, that sector, they try to change their story, even though I have proof of the otherwise, right? And so I'm not going to keep releasing that proof over and over again. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point. She's on here stalking me. And it's so disrespectful and disgusting. She hangs around with a group of racists and black men that are angry at black women because they hate their mamas. They hate their mamas because they blame all their mamas for their problems, you know, which they mama might be to blame for their problems. You never know, but So I wanted to come on here and say it late but straight, straight up and down, straight up and down. You know, I'm not going to keep digging for that information, digging for her testimonials, digging for conversations. I don't have time for that. So I wanted to make a public service announcement that these people are fake. Everything they do is fake. And somebody was telling me that, you know, that basically these people are being utilized by some other witch or whatever to make it look like something, but it's just still not successful. It's still not going to happen. It's just the point that, why are people stupid enough to play around with spirit like that? Why are you playing around with spirit like that? And she's actually made fun of Hecate, not even made fun of her, disrespected her, and then wonder why she's so unhappy, trying to stay latched on to me like a lifeline. And, then like expecting me to remain friends with her, even though I know that she's totally full of crap. I mean, this girl is disgusting. She's actually been sexually harassing me and participating in online sexual harassment and abuse. And the crazy part about it was that when her husband came on here and said a lot of horrifying things about her ex-husband, why didn't Jamila try to capitalize off of that? Anybody want to guess? Why didn't it mean anything to me whatsoever? Didn't mean anything to me because I'm an authentic witch. I don't have to capitalize off of somebody else's garbage. I don't dig through garbage pails. I don't eat out of garbage pails. Every dime that I earn is karma free. Every dime. So, and I don't have to take nothing from nobody. I personally don't understand why those people still compare themselves to me, because they don't offer spiritual services to people. But the way that I have gained some understanding to that is that they're just not very smart people, and they don't understand most things. They really don't. I mean, if you listen to one of their shows and you kind of peep game, like after a while you realize that these are people that landed on Plymouth Rock somewhere between 1777 and 1808. So these are very slave minded people. I don't get how I've never been around people like that. So it's something that was culture shock for me. And so that's why I don't deal with none of those people or care about those people. What I wanted to say to her is that, why are you at war with me when you're at war with my spirits? I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to argue with you. My spirits are going to do that for me. My protective spirits, my defense spirits. And it was so bad, that she actually tries to front Like it has a racist undertone to it. And they say that her father was a grand wizard of the KKK. Okay. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they say. Like she's trying to prove that I don't have protection by these ignorant people on here arguing with me. But if you're premeditating it and you are, first of all, no, I mean, obviously, because this group started this crap well over 10 years ago, and I've consistently earned an income exclusively through my business. So obviously, I am protected. I just want to let y'all know that she was doing that, and then also another thing, she showed up at my house live, video recorded it, acting a fool, threatening me, threatening to shoot up my house. So you can tell that this chick is mentally ill and on drugs. And she did it for clout, right? So this is the reason why I quit messing with the other op, Mike, because he knows how stupid and crazy this chick is. And as soon as I got out of the house where she didn't know where I was anymore, he started revealing my location to her. These people are very sick. That's why I won't be anywhere around them. My prediction is that eventually all of them will be in prison. And then also, I have a theory. She all of a sudden gave custody of her children to her mother, who lives in Columbus, Georgia, and moved to Michigan. And I believe that the reason why she moved to Michigan is because she factually has a warrant out for her arrest in Columbus, Georgia. I believe that that's why she has not came back to Georgia at all. And I believe that the warrant that she has out for her arrest, possibly, and it may be more than one, but she possibly has drug charges because she's had drug charges before, or it could be for the stunt that she pulled with me. Um, do I feel that those people are a threat to my life? No, I don't. I have spirits that I work with that would kill them dead before they ever could do anything to harm. So I wanted to make that perfectly clear. Any of y'all that have an issue like that with a female like her or a male like her, please believe that there are spirits that will protect you. And no, it is not witchcraft that opens the door for that. It's just that there's some people out there that are nuts and crazy and need to be locked up, like her and her boyfriend. So that don't have nothing to do with witchcraft whatsoever. That has something to do with ghetto and crazy, because she's ghetto and crazy. Okay. And I honestly don't appreciate what she's doing, because she's trying to give a bad name to witchcraft. But like I said, Hecate is going to continue to destroy her herself, because this is just stupid. Okay. Yemiya, Yemaya, queen of the fishes, queen of the witches, Yemaya will continue to destroy her. Kali Ma will continue to destroy her. So, especially if you young and impressionable, because I think it was like 3 years ago, her and her boyfriend was trying to offer psychic readings. And one of the people in that sector, she's in another sector actually. One of the people in another sector that's like a sister sector to their sector, but they're kind of different a little bit. She exposed that they were doing a reading on a deceased cat that was actually not deceased. So they kind of have already been proven to be fake, to be frauds. So, there's people like that in the spiritual community that want to use what we do as a hustle. So, and she's one of them, one of many, 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 you know. So I wanted to let y'all know that about her. Don't ever think she's genuine. She hooked up with a online stalker and rapist uh, to prove that she's real. Because somehow, I guess having a man claim you means that she must be truthful and telling the truth, right? No, that's a part of their scam. So y'all be careful with the information that y'all take in out there. I noticed last night when I ran my flash sale, why these people are worried about my business is so weird. That's how you can tell that they're frauds. And a lot of them are just drug addicts that for some reason they are trying to connect themselves to my money that I make, which is very bizarre. But I think that literally what ends up happening, literally with drug addicts, is that when they look at other people's money, they want to take that money, they want to spend that money. So, all of my money goes to my bills, my rent, and feeding my children. Okay. Their money goes to drugs. And so this is literally a bunch of drug addicts watching everything that I do. It's very bizarre. So here's what I want to tell y'all. Um, Ignore them. Okay. Even when I come on here and talk about them, ignore them. Go to the website, buy y'all readings. Contact me at the number if you have any questions about the reading. I actually have the chat open back on the website. I removed the chat because one of them kept texting me on their back to back. So these are literal drug addicts that are psychotic. And, they didn't come from me. They came from one of these other wannabe witches on here. Okay. Um, and it's sick. It really is very sick. It hasn't affected me mentally, physically, or psychologically, though, and it never will. But it's just the point. I wanted to kind of talk to y'all about that to tell y'all that my business is not ran on need. My flash sales are a very smart marketing strategy. Um, and y'all can thank them, because that's what I do. The moment they start acting a fool, I run my flash sales. Makes sense to me. Okay. Matter of fact, y'all go ahead and get y'all readings. I'm gonna extend it to I think 1 p.m. the flash sale. So make sure that y'all get y'all readings, okay, if you guys are on this channel. Because what they did, which I'm sure that they're suffering extreme regret, was they falsely flagged this channel and then bragged about it. I've never seen anybody brag about hating on someone. That's embarrassing. Like, you should look at yourself in the mirror. But, so basically, this channel, what I do every once in a while is I will get new subscribers because I'll go to Fiverr and I will run advertisement on my channel. And it always works for me. I don't know why. Well, I do know why these people can't do that, because what would they do with people after they contacted them? They don't know what they're doing. They're not real. So, you know, um, every single time they see me doing that, they start acting crazy because they want to be witches so bad. They want to be me so bad, to the point where all of them was trying to pick inside, like they were literally all trying to latch on to every aspect of my being. And it never works. It never works. Okay. So anyway, I just want to let y'all know that their latest smear campaign is that I'm a prostitute. They've been kind of running that scam for years. It just shows you how disingenuous and unauthentic they are, basically, for you to have to do all that, because my history as a professional spiritualist that have been doing work for people since 2015 officially is that all I had to do was put up my channel. That's all I had to do, and put up readings. If you go back years ago, go look, you'll see that I used to get thousands and thousands of views. This channel was viral. They blacklisted it. And so I have to regularly pay for advertisement to get exposure on this channel, right? Which is fine with me. It's only $5, $10, $20 to do that on Fiverr. On any channel, like any channel that I put up, the people that I go to, they actually bring real people to my channel, not fake people, not bots like some people have. Okay. So, um, but when I put up this channel, I had a couple of clients within 3 days. So that's how my spirits move for me, because I am authentic. Okay. You know, so anywho, if you guys are supporting me, make sure that you hit that like button, because it helps with the algorithm. It has been extremely difficult dealing with a bunch of trolls and scam artists and wannabe fake witches on this website. It sucks. Whatever. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Doing a flash sale is a smart marketing strategy. What's not smart is roasting people and then not getting the donations that you're looking for, which is what they do. They try to become millionaires off of um, roasting people, which will never happen. But, um, you know, that's pretty much what they do. Okay. Now, I have had emergencies before. I'm going to be honest with you. There's been spiritual stuff that has already been put in place. Big time. Because what they try to do is distract. And I'm not going to get into some of the spiritual stuff that they do, but it's I trump all of that. Okay. It's never going to work for them. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't like, they're clearly not smart business people at all. At all. Like, they don't even have businesses. But every time I run a flash sale, and if you guys notice, when I do those flash sales, they sell. Okay. And the moment I stopped doing the flash sales and acquired clients and students as a result of those flash sales, that's when they started back up. Now, what's sad, I'm going to tell you what's sad. And I didn't do that to these people. Why would you follow somebody around in social media trying to sabotage their marketing strategy, spending hours per day doing so, instead of putting that time and attention into what you want to do? Things that make you go, that's the question of the day. Are some people just incapable mentally of having any kind of business success. And then they'll try to tell me to get a job. Uh, have I asked you to, Christina, you got to talk in English, honey. Have I asked you to, the crazy part about it is that these people keep saying that as if I'm asking them to pay my bills. It's very bizarre. I don't get it, but whatever. Okay. So just FYI, I am an authentic witch that practices shamanism. Okay. So I'm a shaman. Okay. So, it just is what it is. And so a lot of people, I think that they try to make themselves look real by continuously stalking me, trying to make me look fake by stalking me. But in reality, most of us and most of my clients, okay, that are seeking that kind of help, they have the same type of people harassing and spiritually harassing them, being a nuisance. They have the same thing going on. So really what it does is it kind of brings me closer to you guys, to where I have a lot of friends and a lot of people that I've gotten acquainted with. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, but it just is still the point. All of the disgusting things that they say and the lengths that they will go through, you know, and we've already been through it once, twice actually, of people making the mistake of listening to these people and delaying coming to me and finding out that they got lied to by those people. So nobody's doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that at all anymore. Okay. People know that I'm genuine. People know that I'm authentic. People know that I can be trusted. People know that I'm going to do right by y'all, because why not? Why wouldn't I? Oh, well, Christina, I'm glad that you got, I'm glad that that's past tense. A B12 deficiency can be serious. That can be pretty serious. How'd you get past it? Did you take B12 injections or did you take the pills? I usually can take pills. My body absorbs things so easily. It does, like, I can, yeah. Well, when I take antibiotics, I always finish the medication, but yeah. I need to get me some vitamins too, because they're in storage. So anyway, guys, um, my doors are open 24/7, and y'all are more than welcome to come in and get readings, because I think, like for example, I have this one client. She's the sweetest in the world, and some of my clients know about the crazy stuff that goes on online. And so she asked me, she was like, "Can I get a reading?" And I was like, "Why do you feel like you need to ask me that?" I said, "You can get a reading anytime you want." And I think that a lot of people don't know, like you don't ever have to ask me. Just cash app me, or either text me and say, "Hey, I'm getting ready to cash app you," or go to the website for a reading. You know what I'm saying? There's no body stopping you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my spirits, for me to even be talking to you, are good with you. Okay? And because, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's important for y'all to re-educate yourselves spiritually, because they purposely give out bad spiritual information purposely. They purposely doing it. I remember years ago I heard one of them say that you shouldn't have spiritual protection Because if you have spiritual protection, that means that you're scared. No witch is going to say that. We're big on protection. So they just say anything. These are the type of people that literally will say anything. And I think it's a very severe form of Tourette's is what I'm starting to believe. So, you know, ooh, girl, good luck with that. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Take advantage of the flash sale. It's fine. Okay, seriously, because what it does is it evens itself out. Pretty much is what it does. Okay. So, and y'all can get a 30-minute reading for only 20 and a 1 hour for only 40. It's a flash sale. Okay. That's what a flash sale does. It deeply discounts readings. Okay, which also are consults. Okay. If somebody has a problem with me doing flash sales, maybe perhaps they should learn how to mind their business, huh? Uh-huh. Maybe you should learn to wake up and realize and get over your sick problem to where you relate everything to yourself to strangers on the internet, right? I'm talking about the adversaries. So when I do my flash sales, am I undercutting them? No, because none of the people that I do the flash sales that I do that for would have ever came to you. So a lot of them look at it as though she's taking our people. And it's like, oh my God, nobody go to those people. Because I've actually had them get angry about my flash sales as if I'm taking something away from them, which is a mental illness that they have. Okay. So y'all are welcome to hit the website up. I'm going to get the prices updated on the website. And I look forward to speaking to you guys. I'm pretty good looking for a shot. Oh, Christina said I was good looking. um, or shamans usually not good looking. I didn't know that. But thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that shamans didn't look good. I don't know. Anyway, I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful, happy Friday filled with love and peace in y'all heart. And I am here if you guys need me. Okay. Don't ever be afraid to reach out just because I'm an empath and some of y'all might be feeling some type of way. Some of y'all might be going through some stuff. That's what I'm here for. Okay. And I don't usually talk about my clients publicly. No, it's just that this chick literally started stalking me, this ex faux client. So it's very bizarre. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a happy happy Friday the 13th. I'm about to say 4th of July. Have a happy Friday the 13th, y'all. And make sure y'all also get into my Shiva circle. Okay. Make sure y'all do that. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Blessings to you guys. Bye bye.